Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today we are going to talk about the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty for 2019. The sale is starting on March 17th, and I am so excited. I figured I would go through this with you guys, share with you guys products that I've tried that I loved, that maybe you might be interested in snagging while it's on a good deal. I'm also going to tell you about products I've tried that I didn't love that maybe you want to avoid, and then also the items that I myself might be picking up. So I did a video similar to this with just Sephora new releases about a week ago. I will put that link down below, just talking about a bunch of new products and the same thing, what I'm going to buy, what I'm adding to my cart, and then products that I think maybe you should avoid because I've tried them and I don't think they're very good. This video is actually sponsored by ShopTagger. I've worked with them a ton in the past. This is a free online tool that I actually use all of the time. And so many of you guys tweet me. I would say 2 to 3 times a day I get a tweet asking, what was that one site you brought up in that video that one time? So I'm going to tell you about it today. I want you to go and download it now before you forget and have to ask me on Twitter. It's the teacher in me telling you, do your homework now so you don't have to procrastinate later. Basically, what you do is you go to shoptagger.com, you download the browser button. Then you go to whatever product it is that you're wanting to add to maybe a wish list because you're wanting to buy it later. So you go to that product page, you click the Shop Tagger button, and you can add it to your list that you have on there. And basically it can notify you when that item is back in stock if it's something that's out of stock, but it can also notify you when that item goes on sale, which is huge because for me, and I know I'm not alone, a lot of us, we kind of window shop online, add things to our cart. But for me, I'm shopping at Sephora and Ulta and Beautylish on so many different sites. So instead of having a bunch of different wish lists on all of those sites, I like having one curated wish list from all of these different sites. And that way I can be notified anytime any of them go on sale, which is really, really cool. So I have a wish list on my ShopTagger account, but I also have my old faves list where I basically have products that I repurchase all of the time. And that way I can be notified when those go on sale too. So I know that it's probably a good time to stock up. So for example, my Bedhead Masterpiece hairspray is like my favorite hairspray of all time. It's the only one I use. So when I get notified that that's on sale because I have it saved to ShopTagger, that's usually when I go and I buy like 3 or 4 of them and then I'm set for like a good amount of time. So again, this is a free service I absolutely love. I use myself. I know a lot of other YouTubers have talked about and use as well. I have a link down below if you're interested in giving it a try. I don't get any money or anything from that link. Again, this is free. It's just for them to track where the traffic is coming from. So other than that, let's get into my picks for this. And I figure this ties really well into this because obviously we're talking about products that are on sale now, so you'd be notified. So the way that I typically do these videos, because I've done these a lot in the past, is that I kind of skip through, like if there's a day that there's nothing worth mentioning to me because I haven't really tried it or I'm not interested in trying it, I just skip it. Otherwise this video would be very long. And I know some of you guys want it to be long, but then the other half of you do not. It starts on the 17th. I'm skipping straight to Monday, March 18th. This is something I might buy. It's from Dose of Colors. It's the Desi and Katie eyeshadow palette, their Friendcation palette. Listen, this palette looks so beautiful and it's 50% off, and the thing that's stopping me is that I've tried Dose of Colors palettes in the past. I tried their like baked browns and their marvelous mauves, and I felt like I couldn't get them to blend properly, and they all kind of ended up blending into the same color, and I ended up getting rid of both, and I was really saddened by that. I do love the Dose of Colors lip glosses. You guys know that is my favorite lip gloss formula of all time ever, and if you've never tried it, I could get rid of all of the lip glosses I've ever tried in my life and only own those and the Fenty Beauty ones because I do love those, and I'd be perfectly content. So there you go. I'm also interested on Tuesday, March 19th, they have Bare Minerals. They've got their like mineral veil powder, and they also have their perfecting veil. They had that on sale last time and I almost bought it then, and I was like, no, but I want to get the right shade of the Bare Minerals, and I want to really try it. I've seen a lot of people kind of giving Bare Minerals another go since it's been years and years since a lot of us have tried it. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about the Bare Minerals like mineral veil products? Because they were like such bestsellers for the longest time, and people that love them. So let me know what your guys' thoughts are. But those are literally going to be $12 and $13.50 respectively, so it's half off, which is a great deal. That's basically pushing those to be drugstore prices, give or take. So on Wednesday, March 20th, they have the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot. They only have Painterly and Soft Ochre. Those are the 2 I've tried. I did a video comparing those 2 shades to decide which one would be right for you a few years ago, and it still holds true, so I will link that below. But Painterly is a little bit pinker toned. Soft Ochre is a little bit more yellow tone, but it's just a matte kind of a base I use as an eye primer on my eyes. Currently, I have Soft Ochre. I think once I'm done with that, I might pick up Painterly during this sale. It's gonna be $11, it's half off. Okay, Thursday, March 21st, they have the Becca Backlight Priming Filter and the First Light Priming Filter. I love both of these primers. I really do. They're going to be $19 instead of $39, so they're a little more than 50% off. So they both come, I'm like 2/3 of the way done with my Becca backlight one. But the first light's the purple one and the backlight is this one. And they both, the backlight one is one of those that like, unbelievable primer, because I'm like, every time I wear it, I'm like, is it really doing anything? But then when I don't wear it, I notice a huge difference. I feel like it really illuminates the area that, you know, I put it all over my face, honestly, but it doesn't make your skin greasy. And then the first light one, the purple one, really does brighten a bit. I do think that the Clarins SOS lavender one brightens more, but this one's a little bit more flattering on the skin if you were to wear it alone, if that makes any sense. So I really, really like these, highly recommend them. They're so expensive, but if you can get it for 19 bucks, this is the time to do it. So on the 22nd, they've got the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. This is not one that really spoke to me, but it's one of those, look at the color story on the screen right now and decide, is that something that I've been dying to try? If so, $24.50, 50% off. Again, I mean, this is going to be the theme is this is the time to buy it if you want it. But this is not the time, you know, I don't want to encourage you to go out and just be like, well, it's on sale, so I'm just going to buy it because it's such a good deal. Well, it's such a dangerous mindset because it's kind of like when you go to the clearance rack and you're buying shirts that you're like, wow, like this shirt's only $4. What a good deal. I'm going to buy a couple of these different things that are $4. But if you don't absolutely love them, you're not going to wear them. Then it doesn't matter that it was a good deal because you're not wearing it. Same thing goes for the makeup. Just because it's a good deal doesn't mean you need to buy it. The sales come and go. A lot of these repeat. So if you're not 100% certain, you don't have to buy it. Honestly, a lot of these are repeat from the last sale. The Urban Decay eyeshadow primers, 12 bucks. That's great. That's a repeat too. They usually have that on sale. And I do like the Urban Decay primers. I have the original one and I do like that. Again, I think you can get the same thing at the drugstore. However, it's still really good and it's only 12 bucks. That's kind of on par with a lot of drugstore eye primers. So that's something to think about. You're getting the full size and that's a good deal. Something I might pick up because it's only $10.50 is the Anastasia Brow Wiz. Again, this is a repeat from last spring and I really, really like the Brow Wiz. I also really, really like the like $5.99 brow pencils from CoverGirl. That one's like $7.99. And then I also like the skinny brow pencil from LA Girl. That's like my favorite right now. But I also really like the Brow Wiz, and for 10 bucks, that's a really good deal. That's one of those products that I do like, but I don't ever want to buy it full price because I know I can get products just as good, if not better, for cheaper. I want to know your guys' thoughts. On Sunday, March 24th, they have the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. I have heard very mixed things about this, and I think I tried this years ago, but I was using it all over my face, and so I didn't really like it. But I've heard people that use it under the eye swear by it, and so that's something that I'm like, it's $14.50, and if it's really great under the eye, it just completely blurring that area, I'm like, well, then I want to try it. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about that one. I really am. But I'm wondering if you guys have tried it in that way and if you like it. They also have the IT Cosmetics brushes for Ulta, and they have a powder brush number 202 and then another powder brush 225. They're both going to be 18 bucks. Listen, IT Cosmetics makes some of the best brushes. Like, I'm looking at my little brush cup here. So many of my brushes are from IT Cosmetics. They're so, I'm saying that and now I'm like, oh, I can't find like any. No, this one's from IT Cosmetics. Oh no, that one's not. One of my favorite dual brushes is from them, the number 7. But 18 bucks, that's not bad. I don't really need any brushes, but I would totally recommend you guys pick them up because I have never tried an IT Cosmetics brush that wasn't absolutely fantastic quality. I really like the Skin Iceland. They have their like cool firming eye gels. Do I think they're really, really firming? No. But are they cooling and kind of depuffing? Yes. And those, they have a 4-pack for $7.50 or an 8-pack of pairs, you know, so it'd be 16 for $15. I really like those. Highly recommend if you're in the market for some new eye gel kind of things. It's kind of more of like a treat yourself kind of a thing. I love primers, you guys. I was talking about that in an Instagram story recently. I really have like a sick, nasty obsession with primers. Like I'm finding it really hard to get rid of any of my primers because I love them so much. But I do have this one. I haven't used it in a while. It's the Smashbox Primerizer. This is a beautiful hydrating primer. I don't think that it is, if you have really dry skin, it's not going to be enough. I really don't think it's enough. But if you're putting this over a great moisturizer, I think it is beautiful. It doesn't mess with your foundation too much. Like, it's not so overly hydrating that it's gonna make your foundation slip and slide, you know what I mean? I think this really is a beautiful one. If you have more normal skin, I think this is gonna be perfect for you. I know that people that really like matte skin also like this. Like, I know Andrea Mattiliano really likes, I think she likes her skin to be matte, but she really likes this. So that's something to keep in mind, that it can still hydrate without making it crazy oily, and that's exactly what this does. So I didn't tell you, this is only 21 bucks, half off. It's normally like 42. So that is stellar, and that's on Wednesday, March 27th. One product I didn't like that's on that same day is the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Powder Foundation. It's gonna be $14.75. I didn't like it. I felt like it was just a little bit stifling on my skin, and I do like powder foundation, actually a lot. But that one was almost too much, and I felt like it just highlighted a lot of the texture on my skin. But I do know that some people really like that. I think the people that I've seen like it tend to have oily skin and like really, really high coverage. So if that is you, you might like it, and that's a really good deal. One of my favorite products, the Buxom Full-On Lip Cream, is gonna be $10 on Thursday, March 21st. That you should pick up if you've never tried it. Let me grab mine. Technically, this is the Full-On Lip Polish. I don't know if it's technically the same, but I have Dolly. I think it is. I think it's kind of used interchangeably. Regardless, this is Dolly. This is like one of my favorites. And then this one is Sandy. These are like tingly and minty smelling. They feel amazing. They supposedly plump your lips. I do think they help get rid of the lines on my, oh no. I do think they help get rid of the lines on my lips. So they do plump enough to do that, which is amazing. Like, these really are great. I know I love the Dose of Color ones and the Fenty ones, but these are like old standbys. I always have at least one in my collection, always. Oh, I want to buy this, but I'm trying to stop myself. On Friday, March 29th, they have the Tarte Toasted Eyeshadow Palette. It's going to be $19.50. This is when I constantly eye it and then don't buy it, and then I eye it. I have a weird relationship with Tarte eyeshadows because I don't think I really like it, but I did like the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I think I still have that. I was just talking about this in another video, and let me see. I do have it. I love this palette. It's a beautiful neutral palette, and I think the shimmers are really pretty. I've traveled with this. I feel like I don't reach for it much, and I can't really explain it other than that. I just don't, and I don't know if it's because it's such a neutral palette, but that can't be true because I use neutral palettes every single day. But I really do like it, and I really love the packaging, and I know that the toasted one is in similar packaging, so I'm still thinking about that one. So on March 30th, the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner is going to be 11 bucks. That is a great eyeliner. I have one in my backup drawer. I did a video on my backup drawer where I showed you the makeup I like always have a second of in that drawer. I can link that below if you're just curious of what I've bought more of. I've since found that I really, really like the Revolution. I just used it today. Where is it? I just used it today for my liner on top. The Revolution liquid liner, it's called the Renaissance Flick. The packaging is so beautiful, and on top of that, it's like, I want to say $7.99, so it's still cheaper than that. Now, if you were dying to try a high-end liquid liner, that's a really good one, and it's 11 bucks. It's the cheapest you'll ever see it, so like I said, it's still really good. I love that even more, and it's even cheaper. One thing I'm thinking about buying that same day is the Dermablend Loose Setting Powder. It's gonna be $13.50. They also have their Illuminating Banana Powder. I've heard people swear by that Dermablend Loose powder, that it's super blurring. Your makeup does not budge, but it doesn't look crazy dry on the skin. I'm interested to try that, and for 13 bucks, I'm like, this would be the time to get it. But I also know myself in loose powder, and I just don't use it a ton. I'd much prefer my Maybelline Fit Me loose powder. That stuff is the bomb. It's so good. So that one I'm on the fence about. But I do recommend the Mario Badescu drying lotion. It's gonna be $8.50 that day. I have it in the glass bottle. They also have it in the plastic bottle. That stuff, you dip it, you don't shake it up. It's really weird. It's like alcohol and then like this weird pink stuff at the bottom. And you dip your Q-tip all the way in and out, and then you tap it on any breakout. And you guys, I am telling you, overnight it dries up that breakout. Now, people are like, well, there's alcohol, it's bad for your skin. I'm like, yeah, of course I mean, it's drying out. But I'm telling you it works. I've never had any scarring. I do that, like, I always get hormonal breakouts on my chin. I have no scars on my chin whatsoever from using that stuff. It dries it out wonderfully overnight. My husband uses it too. It is so, so good. And it's one of those things that it's an amazing tool to have in your arsenal that works better than any other like vanishing acne kind of a thing that I've ever tried. This stuff works better. Now, I don't know that you'd want to use it like if you have cystic acne and acne all over your face. I don't think you'd want to necessarily put it all over, because I think over time that would. But if you're using it just to kind of spot treat for a couple of breakouts here and there, I think that's who it's probably best for. So on Sunday, March 31st, they have the Urban Decay Cosmetic like single shadows for $10. Those are great quality. If you like owning single shadows, this would be the time to get them. I love their eyeshadow formula for sure. On Wednesday, April 3rd, they have the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I like that stuff. I ended up decluttering it because I wasn't using it, but the packaging is really nice where it has like a little flip top. Once you unscrew the lid, the packaging kind of closes down over the actual sifter so that you don't have powder flying every single time you open it. I love the packaging of that stuff, and the powder was really nice. But again, I don't like to keep a ton of loose powder on hand if I'm not using it, because I don't use it very often. Sunday, April 6th, they have the IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara, and it's going to be $12. I swore by that mascara for the longest time, but I am telling you guys, I recently I opened a brand new one, and I've been using it off and on for weeks, and that stuff, I've got black everywhere, like little bits of fallout. I think they changed the formula. I really do, because I used that stuff for like a year over and over again, and I never had that, and suddenly I have just got so many little bits and pieces falling out from that throughout the day, and I'm like, you know what? No. So those are all of the products I was going to bring up today. I hope this was helpful or just fun for you to watch. Let me know what you are definitely going to pick up, or if there's anything on the list that you are like, ooh, no, avoid. I probably only talked about a fourth, maybe a third of the actual products. So definitely check the catalog out for yourself. Check out the online list. So many other YouTubers do these videos too. But I hope you enjoyed. If you are interested in checking out Shop Tagger to kind of keep your favorite products all collected into curated lists on your own, definitely check out the link below to check out Shop Tagger. And I hope you'll come say hi to me on social media. It's GMBeauty89 everywhere. And other than that, I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye.